Welcome to Science Access. In today's class, I'll teach you Taylor expansion or Taylor series. Now, this is simply a method of approximating a complicated function with a polynomial. All right, so in some functions, and the reason why I'm teaching this is actually to help you in solving a limit of a function in calculus. It's very useful. So, assuming you are given sine x, all right, some cases to make it easier, you can actually sine x is equal to what? X minus what? S to the power 3 all over 3 factorial. Then first one is negative, second one is what? Positive. You can actually end here. Right? To get a more accurate answer, you can also S to the power 5 all over what? 5 what factorial. You can what? End here. If you want to continue, it actually continues. So the next one will become negative. So it continues like that. Next one will be what? X to the power 7 all over what? 7 factorial and all that. So there's no need. But you can just end here. Okay, and this is very simple. You can use it to solve. For example, if you are given, to prove that this is correct, you can just use the simple stuff. All right, let's assume that you are given sine 0.015. This method is actually used when x tends towards 0 or is closer to what? Value of x is closer towards 0. So look for sine 0.05. Note that set your calculator to what? Radian. This method is used only for that. It's not used for what? Degree. All right, so note that. All right, let's assume that you are giving sine this. If you press your calculator, sine 0.05, write down the value. The value you have is 0.04998 approximately. Now, do the same here. Here is what? X, all right? So x is what? 0.05, all right? Minus s raised to the power 3, 0.05 raised to the power what? 3 all over. Now, 3 factorial is 3 times 2 times 1, which is 6. Solve this, you get approximately what? This value, all right? It's very what? It's showing that. So instead of this, you can, if you have a limit, you have this, you can replace it with this. If this will make simplifying it what? Easier. All right. You can also do it for cos. Cos x is 1 minus what? X raised to the power what? 2 all over what? 2 factorial. You can end here, or you can decide to continue plus x raised to the power 4 all over what? 4 factorial. So the same method that I used to verify this, just put this cos x, put it here, look for the value, put it there, then pick this. To get a more accurate value, you can always use the 3, but you can use this, you still get approximately what? The same what answer. So use this value to what? Verify this, and you would get approximately what? The same answer. So this is actually what the Taylor what? This is what Taylor expansion is what all about. Why for tan x is what? This is actually what? Different, all right? So in this case, you have what? X plus what? All right, let's continue. So for x, you have, for tan x, you have x all over x to the power of what? 3 all over what? 3. You can stop what? Here. Or you can also continue plus. But our advice for tan, you can stop here. It's always easier to manage it in this what format. We also have what? 2 s raised to the power 5 all over what? 15. So you can stop here. Actually what? Continue just the way you have here. The next one is actually what? Minus x to the power of what? 6 all over what? 6 what factorial. So if you decide to verify using 0.05, put it in place of x, put 0.05, you notice that the answer in the right hand side, in the left hand side, is equal to the answer what? In the right hand side. So this is what Taylor expansion is all about, and it is simple. It is actually used for to simplify questions that are challenging, especially when you are solving some questions in other areas of what? Mathematics, including limit of a function. When you are solving limit of trigonometric what? Function, right? In the second part of this video, I'll just teach you the remaining aspect of what? Taylor expansion. Thank you for watching.